aggressor, and it's an elimination game. How does that change the approach?
Well, I think it's interesting question because we feel we approach the game in LA being the aggressor, because LFC is the best team in the league in the counterattack. Then you cannot think, okay, I'm going to attack crazy without any control, any organization, and any structure, and not get punished. Then we need to be smart. When you play against LFC, it's a very tactical control type of game. Although we learn how or where we can be more aggressive and more often, we had more touches in the opponent half that they had in our half. Then they feel comfortable with that, but we cannot get caught in their hands, And this is why the game plan on having long possessions, mostly in the first half, is a way to control their counterattack. But the thing that we didn't do well is in those moments, we had moments to be aggressive. And it is how to manage the moments that we have to have long possessions and control the game, and when controlling that possession opens you to a possible cross shot, passing behind, when to use it more often. I think in the second half we did a better job of that, and what I missed in the first half, it was that approach that we have in the second half. And it doesn't have to be with we were behind in a goal or something like that. I think it was more like since the minute 14, we had control of the game with the ball. Now we have to be smart where we lose the ball, because they are a very good team on counterattack.
Do you expect to see pretty conservative formation, like a really low block from them at all, or?
I think I expect a similar approach that they had there, and similar approach that we had. We had less low blocks defending in this game than in the first two games that we played against them. I think we had more control in this game than the first two that we had against them. Even we were more dangerous in this game than the first two that we had against them. Then I think we made progress on performing, and now it's about getting to detail on how we are going to be more dangerous at home.
What did you learn from watching film now from the first game that for you to change for this game?
I mean, I think the first thing that I learned is like we had personality, and we were brave, and we were a team that wasn't scared on playing away against one of the best teams in the league, and with Buanga and Son, probably the best team in the West, and that is a really important big step for this group. Probably everyone expects just us defending in a low block and just waiting our chance, and we were proactively with the ball moving forward, and there is things and moments where we can be more aggressive, and this is what we learned, that how we can manage and control the game, but also being a dangerous team.
Is this one of the easiest games to coach, being that it's do or die, and you don't really have to tell these guys much to get them ready?
No, I think every game has their particularity thing. I think our focus, for me, the most important thing is like I feel the players that they can be themselves, and they can be who they are and express themselves, and I think we got a lot of that in the first game, and now it's about how we can translate that to a home game where we have our fans behind, and we can have a night that everyone can remember.
How important is that, just being in an elimination game, that you are at home instead of being on the road?
Well, I think this is why everyone probably was happy to be back on the playoff. That the fans can experience a playoff game, and more that second game is always important. Why? Because if you lose the first game, that game is going to allow you to play the third game. And if you win the first game, this could, make you go to the next round. And then I think it's really important that our fans have this moment and embrace this moment with our players, and that connection it makes everyone raise a high level in the performing and help the team to have a third game.
Do you have an order or preparation for if the game goes to a shootout? Do you have your set 5 guys, or do you just kind of feel out how the game is flowing?
Yeah, first is what players are on the field in that moment. We made subs, and then after that we always have a clear idea on what are our shooters.
And is everybody pretty healthy besides Diego? Everybody?
Yeah, just Bukhari had a knock in the ankle, and then I think he's dealing today better, and he probably is on training tomorrow, and we'll make a decision.